Imagine you're caught in one of those moments where everything's spiraling. Maybe it's a heated argument with someone you care about, or the pressure of a deadline that's crushing every corner of your mind. Your chest tightens, your jaw clenches, and a voice inside screams for escape. Now picture hitting a hidden switch inside yourself. Suddenly everything slows down, your tension loosens, your heartbeat settles, and even though the noise outside might still be loud, deep inside, you find a calm pool of silence. It's almost magical, like stepping out of a storm into a quiet, peaceful garden. That's what we're after, the ability to find instant peace, no matter what's going on around you. We often think that inner peace is a reward we get after working hard on ourselves for years, some distant goal. Only monks and mountain monasteries achieve. But the truth is, peace can be right here, right now. If you know how to access it, picture a Zen monk sitting still, half smiling at life's chaos as if he knows something we don't. Here's the secret: he does. He knows that peace is not outside him. It's a state he can step into like a room. And guess what? That door to the calm room is inside your mind, and you have the key. You just need to learn how to use it first. Things first. Let's get practical. The next time you feel overwhelmed, try this simple shift. Focus entirely on your breathing. Feel the air as it flows in through your nose. Pause for a moment, then out through your mouth. Notice the subtle temperature changes the coolness as air enters, the warmth as it leaves. Keep your mind glued to this process for a few breaths. Your body's an instrument, and your breath is its tuning fork. Even if the world is screaming for your attention, these few breaths act like a reset button. It's not just theory. Your nervous system literally calms down. You start feeling more anchored, like standing firmly on solid ground, rather than stumbling around in a mental whirlwind now. Once you've got that initial anchor, step 2, zoom in on the present moment. It's going to sound almost too simple, but that's where the power is. Look at what's right in front of you. Feel the texture of the chair you're sitting on. Listen to the subtle hum of your environment. Maybe it's the distant sound of traffic or a gentle breeze. Allow yourself to just be here. No past regrets, no future worries. Even if chaos is buzzing around you, even if your phone's going off or people are shouting, you can sink deeper into this present moment awareness by doing this. You're not ignoring the world, you're engaging with it differently. It's like looking at a painting up close, noticing every brushstroke instead of trying to understand the entire gallery at once. You might think this is all nice in theory, but what about when things really hit the fan? Imagine you're moments away from a crucial exam, or right after your boss drops a nasty comment. This is exactly where a bit of Zen perspective can flip the script. Zen teachings often talk about the concept of impermanence. Nothing lasts forever. No feeling, no situation, no problem. Realizing that every storm eventually passes can drain a lot of the tension away. A monk once said something like this: "Too shall pass," by reminding yourself that the chaos is temporary. You give your mind a psychological out. It loosens the grip of panic. The problem doesn't magically vanish, but you stop it from dominating your entire mental landscape. Another trick: visualize yourself as a steady mountain and your thoughts and emotions as passing clouds. The clouds can be dark, heavy, and stormy, but you remain grounded. You don't chase the clouds, you just watch them float across the sky. This is a classic Zen-inspired mental picture. Try it out for just a few seconds. Picture that vast, open sky, and these clouds of anger, stress, or fear drifting through. They're just visitors, not permanent residents. Realizing this helps you step out of your own thought process. The stress is there, but it's not you. It's something you're experiencing, not something you are. That subtle mental shift helps you unlock instant peace. Let's dig deeper with a short ancient Zen story. A young monk was troubled, always caught in his own head, consumed by worries and doubts. He asked his master, "How can I find peace?" The master said nothing. just poured tea into a cup until it overflowed. The student exclaimed, "Stop, it's full." The master smiled, "Exactly. Your mind is full empty. It and you'll find peace." The point here is that you can't find calm when your mind is jam-packed with swirling thoughts by focusing on your breath, the present moment. And the idea that all stress is temporary. You're basically pouring out the overflowing tea. You're clearing space for calm to reside. There's another powerful method. Label your feelings. Instead of saying, "I'm stressed," say, "I'm noticing stress," instead of "I'm angry." Say, "I'm noticing anger." That small change in language breaks the identification with the emotion. Suddenly, it's not who you are. It's just something passing through your mind. It's like watching a stranger walk through a room rather than believing you are that stranger. This tiny mental tweak can create a surprising amount of space and calmness instantly because it puts you back in the driver's seat. And let's not forget the subtle power of a half smile. This might sound silly at first, but just try it. Even when you're upset, allow the corners of your mouth to turn up slightly. Not a big grin, just a gentle, knowing smile in Zen practice. A slight smile can influence the mind, sending a signal that you're not taking the drama so seriously. It's a physical anchor to a calmer mindset. It's like whispering to your brain, "We're okay, we're steady, we can handle this." But here's the thing. None of these techniques work if you don't practice them. The key word is instantly. We want instant peace. You can have it, but you need to prepare for those tough moments ahead of time. Even spending a minute every morning just focusing on your breath or imagining yourself as that immovable mountain can build up your mental muscle. Then when life hits you hard, you already know the moves. It's like martial arts for your mind. When the punch comes, you instinctively block and keep your stance. No flinching, no panic. Just calm, practiced confidence. Now, let's bring it all together. You find yourself in a moment of stress. Someone's yelling at you, or you're about to face something that usually makes you freeze up. Step 1, breathe and focus on that breath like your life depends on it. Step 2, ground yourself in the present moment. Notice something real and concrete around you. A sound, a texture, even your own heartbeat. Step 3, remember impermanence. Nothing lasts forever, and this moment too shall pass. Step 4, visualize yourself as steady and strong with emotions just drifting by. Step 5, consider labeling the feeling. I'm noticing stress rather than I am stressed. Step 6, allow a tiny smile signaling your mind that you're still in control. All of this can happen in just a few seconds. Boom. That's instant peace. Of course, peace is not always perfect. Silence, life can still be chaotic, and you're not always going to turn every stressful moment into a Zen garden. But if you can reduce 90% of that tension in a matter of seconds, isn't that already a huge win? Each time you do this, you train your mind to return to calm more easily with enough repetition. Staying balanced in chaos becomes your default setting. So next time you're on the verge of losing it, remember, your mind is the gatekeeper to your peace. You hold the key, and that door to calmness is never locked. With just a few mindful breaths, a shift in perspective, and a gentle, knowing smile, you can step into that quiet inner room anytime you need. This isn't something reserved for monks on mountaintops. It's yours right now. All you have to do is open that door